Browning High Power is by far one of the most popular 9mm handguns ever made. It's a single-action, semi-automatic pistol that also comes in .40 caliber, originally invented by John Browning. And there's a lot of things you probably know about the Browning High Power, but what we're going to take a look at, we're going to take a look at 10 things you probably didn't know about the Browning High Power. Number 1. John Browning designed the High Power beginning in 1923, however he died in 1926. And the Browning High Power was completed by Dieudonné Sauvé at Fabrique Nationale in Herstal, Belgium. Number 2. The Colt 1911 patent expired in 1928, and at that point Sauvé took advantage of that to integrate many of the 1911 design into the Browning High Power. So ultimately, even though it was Sauvé that finished it, it still was technically completed by John Browning because a lot of the completing pieces came from the 1911. Number 3. Production of the High Power was originally requested by France. And they referred to this High Power as a Grande Puissance, or the Browning GP. It was also referred to the BAP, or the Browning Auto Pistol, the BHP, which is of course its name, the Browning High Power, the P35, because it was completed in 1935, or the H35. Number 4. The Browning High Power was heavily used by both Axis and Allies during World War II, so both sides used it during the Great War. Germany took advantage of this after German occupation of Belgium, which ultimately gave Germany control of the Fabrique Nationale plant, and they took advantage of the heavily and easy to produce Browning High Power. Number 5. Germany not only produced the High Power as it sat, but they created this to be a 13-round as well as a 20-round full auto pistol called the WA-613. It was the sidearm of the Waffen-SS as well as the Fallschirmjäger paratroopers. Now, I've never seen a full auto 20-round Browning High Power, but I'd love to get a hold of one of those someday. Number 6. The High Power was also produced by John Inglis and Company in Canada for Allied use when the Belgian plant fell to Germany. Spies had stolen the plans and they sent them to the UK from Belgium and then sent them to Inglis and Company. And the Inglis and Company referred to the High Power as the Pistol No. 2 Mark I. This also came with a detachable shoulder stock. Number 7. In 1981, Muhammad Ali used the Browning High Power during the famous assassination attempt of Pope John Paul II. Number 8. In 1962, the United Kingdom produced a full auto HP as well called the L9A1. This was made for British Special Forces throughout the Cold War. Again, love to get a hold of this one too. Number 9. There are over 96 countries that use the High Power for military and or police, making it by far the most heavily used 9mm pistol in the last century. And finally, number 10. With the exception of really wanting to get a hold of full auto, I'd love to eventually see the detective model that they made with the short slide. It's a variant of the High Power, but it has not been sold in the U.S. since 2000. If you happen to have one of those, I'd love to take a look at it. If you have anything else that I didn't comment that might be peculiar about the Browning High Power, put it in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. You can also now find us at GodFamilyGuns.org on Full30 and Facebook, and all those links are below. If you feel called to be a patron of this channel, our Patreon link is also below. But as always, the most important part of this YouTube channel is we take prayer requests. Never hesitate to send that stuff in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.